I'm Ashley Hilton. I'm at the Eye Care Institute right now, and I had LASIK surgery done 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago today. Things are great. I was really happy with my experience and continue to be happy with my LASIK experience here at the Eye Care Institute. I felt very confident and comfortable going into surgery that Dr. Meyer and all the techs and the other staff here really were going to take great care of me. And just, I know that the doctors that work here are on the top of their game. You know, Dr. Meyer's had so much experience with the laser that they use and with the procedure itself, having done it when he was in residency, when it first came out, I won't say a number of how many years ago, but a while ago. So he's one of the most experienced people in the nation who can do this surgery, right? So what is there to worry about? I guess I did have some jitters, because, you know, it's a surgery. I didn't really know what it was going to be like because I had not seen a surgery before. I've had plenty of friends and even family members who've had it done, and they just raved about the great results that they had, quick recovery time, things like that. So it's like, all right, well, we'll do this. The likelihood of not having any problems is pretty great, you know. And I knew that if I did have any problems, I had full confidence that, like I said, Dr. Meyer and his staff would take care of me and would fix whatever, you know, if anything went wrong. So nothing went wrong. And like I said, I've been very happy with the results. You know, even the day after waking up, you know, my vision was really clear. It was really I only had discomfort at the day of surgery, after surgery. Continued to have a little bit of dryness, but that's probably partly because it's winter. I had this done in the winter, and my eyes are dry anyway. But, you know, I calculated the cost that I would have spent on contacts, let's say if I lived another 50 years, and it's like over $17,000 just on contacts alone. That's not even all the solution and, you know, visits that you would go to with all this, and, you know, it's just definitely worth it cost-wise to go ahead and have LASIK done and just be done with it. Vision's corrected, don't have to worry about it. My husband's a little bit sad that I'm not going to be wearing glasses anymore because he really liked me in glasses. It's really nice. You know, I'm an athlete, so I don't, you know, I pole vault and I run, things like that. Scuba diving, it's a hassle to have either contacts or glasses, and, you know, have to try to finagle whatever, make it work for all the active things that you do. So for active people, I definitely recommend this surgery as just a great way to be able to enjoy your sport and not worry about, since this is a perfect platform for me to vent about glasses, which I've had since the 3rd grade, just so you know, contacts since 6th grade. Yeah, probably the most annoying thing about wearing glasses for me was this. It's nighttime. I want to lay down on the couch while I'm watching TV with my husband. Oh wait! I'm laying up against the pillow like this, which totally skews my glasses and is giving me a headache because it's pushing into my scalp right here. Yeah. Don't have to deal with that anymore, and I can just fall asleep on the couch if I get tired while we're watching the movie or whatever, because I don't have to get up, wake myself back up, and dig into my eye to get my contacts out. That's also an added benefit. So uncomfortable, but it's such a temporary time, a couple hours, that you have to deal with, you know, really wanting to rub and not being able to rub. And, you know, I'm obviously back to wearing my eye makeup now, feeling great about it. It's almost like, you know, normal, like it was before. This is the new normal, the great new normal. So definitely highly recommend it. As far as details about the surgery, one of the things that I liked most was that Dr. Meyer really walked me through step by step while I was in surgery, what he was doing, what was about to happen. He was really reassuring, telling me, you know, you're doing great, or just hold your eye steady, keep looking straight ahead. wasn't like a very impersonal experience at all. It was definitely comfortable because he was in there. There were a couple other techs in there, and you know, the mood was even maybe like light and happy. I mean, this is an awesome thing for them to get to give somebody a gift like that, to fix their eyesight and change their life, you know? I mean, you know how it is. If you're watching this, you probably have vision that is not perfect, and it is so different when you don't have to deal with that anymore. So anyway, this is a great thing that what they do, and it's obvious that they enjoy what they do. So it is a really, like, a good atmosphere when you're in there. As far as the surgery itself, real quick, easy, pretty simple. I mean, I've had 4 knee surgeries. Not so simple. This one, piece of cake. You know, I felt that at any time I could ask for, like, if I felt like I maybe wanted another numbing drop for my eye, or I was nervous about something, I felt like I could definitely speak up and say those things, and you know, there's just that great comfort level that was there. Surgery itself was really short, maybe 10-15 minutes. I haven't celebrated yet, but since you asked me about that, maybe I'll plan a no more glasses and contacts party. That sounds like a good reason to have a party. As far as reactions from friends and family, I feel like I'm kind of like in a club now, since a lot of people I know have had this done, and you know, everybody's really happy. They're very interested and kind of amazed that you even have this done. Like, it's a possibility to have your vision corrected. It's a pretty amazing thing in itself. And I think I've done a pretty good job of convincing, like, my parents to at least come and get a LASIK eval, see if they're even eligible to have LASIK done. You know, that's free. It's a good thing to just, so you know, is it an option, is it not? Well, I will say that I did not take Leah's advice to stay up all night and pull an all-nighter so that I would be really tired the next day. I wish I would have, because, you know, I had surgery at 11:30 and got home and was definitely starving. Not that I couldn't eat before, but I eat a lot, and very frequently. So I made myself a sandwich, and then I started to feel like, okay, the eye that I had surgery on first was like, I'm done, you gotta shut me down. So I'm like, with my other eye, fixing my sandwich, and I barely had enough time to wolf it down before my eyes were like, okay, you have to sleep now. So I go back in the room, put the goggles on, which they're goggles, as good as you can get, but, you know, gotta wear them. So put those on, able to fall asleep for a little bit, but like I said, not as tired. I definitely recommend partying the night before. No, just kidding. Like, you know, watching 6 episodes of Lost or whatever the night before on Netflix. Or 24, Prison Break. Like, my husband and I are watching. 24 is really suspenseful. That you'll definitely be able to get in 6 episodes without even realizing the time that's gone by if you watch that. But yeah, so I slept for probably 2 or 3 hours, woke up, a little bit of burning, a little bit of, you know, discomfort, but I just tried to focus on my breathing. It's like, okay, I can't rub my eyes or do anything else, and I'll just try to fall back asleep and just, like, focus on my breathing. I was able to fall back asleep, and then, like, rudely wakened when my 18-month-old daughter came home later that night, and my husband. So I was able to actually get up and play with her a little bit while my husband came down and picked up my car, because I had to just chill in the recliner, listen to some music roll out on the good speakers, and just, like, I don't know, like, who does that anymore? People after they've had LASIK, that's who does it. So, but really the recovery time was, you know, minimal at worst. I was back at work the next day, able to, you know, do my work and read any charts and printed things on the computer screen. That was a little bit bright, I guess, but, you know, I did have some light sensitivity. But that went away after a couple days too, and just keep on using the drops. But yeah, the eye drops, hasn't been really hard to remind myself to use them, because I'm I can feel when they're sort of getting dry.
Sure.
Just pop some in, and like at the end of the month, have like monthly contacts, and they're kind of like, just foggy. I dealt with that a lot, and I don't have that at all anymore. Being able to see, like, I think the definition on the leaves of trees is just, I mean, and anything with edges that maybe was kind of blurred before is just like pops now. You know, it's just very defined, and I feel like I can see colors a little bit more vibrantly now. I don't know, the contacts are just, I didn't realize how big of a distraction they were, honestly, to my everyday life until I got rid of them. You know, it was like, I guess, worrying about them, just feeling them there, really, and then if they, like I said, if they were old or kind of dry or needed to be cleaned off, or if there was an eyelash stuck up in there somewhere, terrible. So being free from all that is, like, definitely worth the money. So, yeah. I guess I would be lying if I did. I mean, there is risk involved, right? But you gotta take risks sometimes to get great benefits. And so I guess my advice would be just, like, try it. And I can sit here and tell you all day how great it is, but it really speaks for itself. The product, the surgery, what you get, your experience will speak for itself. I imagine everybody who's watching this has probably been here, visited the practice, met some of the people that work here. That should speak volumes about the kind of service that you're going to get. Well, I challenge you to find someone who has done 6,000 LASIK surgeries, number one. Number two, I challenge you to find a more agreeable, congenial, good-humored, fun to be with person as Dr. Meyer. You know, he definitely checked in with me the whole time before, at all of the visits before and during surgery and afterwards, just giving me an opportunity to ask any questions, to voice anything that I wanted, and it definitely takes the time to answer. I never felt like I was just a number, or you know, I always felt like it was kind of on my terms too, really. Like, no one really pushed me to have the surgery. I felt like, you know, it was very, just, I had the reins to some degree, you know, the whole time that I was at the Eye Care Institute, and just throughout the whole process of having LASIK. It did make a difference interacting with Dr. Meyer so much before the surgery. Made me feel a lot more comfortable going into surgery. Like a big procedure on your body, but it's going to affect your life for however much longer you live. My experience has been overall really great. I absolutely recommend both this surgery and this practice and Dr. Meyer for anyone who's considering LASIK. I don't know why you would ever... I mean, once you walk through the doors here, it will pretty much solidify your decision, I think. And, you know, you can definitely trust him. I mean, coming from a person that's skeptical, and it takes a while to build that trust. I can definitely vouch for him and for the Eye Care Institute. This is the place that you want to go to have LASIK. Hands down. There's nothing else to say.